Again, I'm going to be touching on evolution and mammals and pain, because it seems to be sort of one of the main topics that we've been talking about. It's also a bit of a monument to my lack of preparedness, because a huge amount of sort of busyness the last sort of few weeks meant that I couldn't sort of do some nice slides, even find some decent YouTube clips. So what I did in fact do is go back in time about 4 or 5 months to March and start preparing for this little chat back then. So what I'd like to do is distribute to each of you. Oops, sorry, that's a Mel. Miss Twist, a product of Farmer Bennun's garden, which I'm going to invite you all to have a little munch on at the end. But chilies, I grow my own chilies, and they're quite extraordinary things. They're a story of evolution, they're a story of colonialism. They're also, has everyone got a chili? Good. They're also a story of sort of colonialism and a story of language. So, for example, we all associate the fact that chilies are part of Indian food as if they've always been there, but of course they weren't. It was in the 15th century when the first Europeans went over to South America, discovered this fella, and then they imported those things all over the world. And in fact, I think it was the Portuguese that actually took them to India, where they started cultivating them. They became part of Indian cuisine to mask the fact that all the meat was really filthy and had gone off. These fellas blow my mind. They blow my mind that you can have a fruit that, again, has become so evolutionarily adapted to its purpose. Why are they hot? Right, if you're a mammal, if you're a mouse, if you're a cat, if you're a human, if you're a chimp, and you eat these little fellas, they'll hurt. They'll hurt quite a lot. If you're a bird, they won't. And the reason is that you don't want mammals to eat these little fellas, digest them, shit them out, all the seeds are done, no more chilies. You want birds to eat them, fly all over the place, shit them out, distribute your chilies everywhere. So as a result, they've become adapted just to hurt human beings and mammals, which is quite an extraordinary statistic. Now, the chili that you've got in your hand, I'm going to have to refer to my numbers here. The chilies that you've got in your hand are a variety of cayenne pepper. We measure chili heatness on the Scoville scale, as I'm sure you're all aware. And the chili that you've got is somewhere between 30 to 50,000 chilies, Scovilles. This blighter is a habanero. He's hot as fuck. He goes up to about 350,000 Scovilles. I do have a plant at home called the Naga, which I'm growing as well, which unfortunately I think the birds may have eaten them. But he goes up to 1 million Scovilles, 1 million Scovilles. If you eat a bit of that, then it'll really hurt you quite badly. But interestingly enough, there is a plant called the euphorbia plant that has a compound inside it that actually goes up to 16 billion Scovilles. So don't eat them. They're very bad for you. So what I'd like to just invite you to do is just have a little chew on the end of it. I promise you it's going to hurt a bit, not too much, but I just thought it was quite valid just to introduce a little bit of joy and pain because of the endorphins that will then be raised by eating capsaicin, which will make you happy and feel a bit more playful.